Man, I don't know. It just happened so fast, I'm calling the fight at the time. It was a great exhibition. Floyd putting on a show, entertaining, as always. But it seemed to me Gotti didn't really want to fight until the fight was called off. He got aggressive as if he really wanted to take Floyd out. But when the fight was actually taking place, he didn't have that energy, man. He really didn't. It was entertaining. Floyd showing out as usual, but it was no match. And but the energy was in the crowd, man. And if you was looking for that, you got it.
Antonio, have you ever seen anything like it? I mean, you've been around so many boxing matches in the past. Obviously, your incredible career. You've called fights before. You've been in the corner. Have you ever seen anything like that?
We got to remember Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata. That was a melee. Floyd with Zab Judah was sort of like the same thing. So it has happened before. I don't think it ever happened in an exhibition, though, where you couldn't really win. You feel me? It was just, we're going to perform, we're going to entertain our fans, but we're going to both raise our hands and we're going to, hug at the end of the day. But like they said, last names matter. And I think, man, with these two huge brands, it brought about a lot of energy. And unfortunately, it ended like this. But I was excited, ringside, man, and the fans was engaged. So unfortunately, it had to end like that. I wanted it to go on. It was an exhibition. So if they're talking a little trash, give them some room because, like I said, it was a bit different than the normal exhibitions. And I tell everybody, in every exhibition, a real fight breaks out. And we saw that last night.
Yeah, that's something I want to ask you about, Antonio. I mean, what was the vibe like in there? Were people scared? Did they feel unsafe? Because obviously Floyd's crew, kind of a scary bunch. And then you bring Gotti into the mix with his ties. I mean, it seems like with a brawl like that, that thing could have gone anywhere. Were people scared?
I mean, when you look at the two brands, I mean, Gotti, what they're about, what they, in the history of the past. So, but now it's just competition, man. I think we were a couple rounds away from just having a great overall show. But I think when you look at it, Gotti was the instigator. And we got to look at it like we saw it. When the referee stopped, Floyd was cool. You feel me? But it was Gotti that went around the referee and was aggressive, and, Floyd had to fight him off. So if anybody is at fault here, it's the Gotti camp, if you call it like you see
it. Antonio, one, do you think that Kenny Bayless, did he stop the fight when he shouldn't have? And now there is talk of a possible rematch being set up. Do you think that people want to see a rematch with John and Floyd?
Man, you got Conor McGregor out there picking sides. So you feel me? You got this video going viral, bro. If they don't have a big rematch, then I don't know what is. But I think a rematch is definitely in store. Can you imagine this fight in Madison Square Garden, the big house? You know what I'm saying? So they gotta play here, I think, man, because of the notoriety that the melee caused. I mean, this is everywhere. This is international. This is the big sports right now, man. This,
No, it is fact.
Yeah, for real. The fallout of the Mayweather-Gotti exhibition, bro.
Yeah, and Antonio, obviously the only fight wasn't in the ring. I mean, there were fights all over the arena. But Jocelyn Hernandez, of course, from Love and Hip Hop fame, and Big Lex, you had the exclusive video there on your social media page. What happened there? How did that start? And what were you thinking as you're watching, as you're watching Jocelyn just beat the hell out of Big Legs?
Man, you know what? I was just going live with my fans, giving Tarver's take about the big melee we just had with Floyd and John Gotti. And then I'm going back in the back of the dressing room and we got another fisticuff, man. I'm like, what? You mean I got to commentate again? I don't get paid for it. You feel me? But it was crazy, man. And I just hated to see two beautiful women, acting that way. I don't condone, fighting outside of the ring. I mean, if those two women really have that type of grudge match, let's do it in the ring. Let's do it in the ring where you can both, express yourself and nobody has to go to jail. That's what makes boxing a beautiful sport.
Will you call the rematch, Antonio, if they make the fight? Will you be there?
Man, I'm gonna try to be in somebody's corner to give them skills so they can get in there and handle their business. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna be involved one way or another, man. I'm gonna either be calling the fight, I'm gonna be in one of those ladies' corner, making sure they come home with the victory.